Welcome to the Fae frequency. So, this is an experimental journey into the Fae today. And I was inspired to connect, or rather reconnect to the Fae during the portal that was this Sunday's, Monday's astronomical cosmic feat of the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere. The fairy energy is peaking right now, and especially for those who have an inkling to retrieve our soul energy within the landscape that is the natural world, the earth realms, the land outside of city and suburbia, though always connected to city, suburbia, small town, yet a frequency that we can especially tap into in land that is untouched by humans, or land that is specifically held with a consciousness that allows the Fae frequency to show and reveal itself or themselves. I refer to the Fae as them or the Fae frequency as it. All is well. So this is a guided journey through my own understandings of the Fae frequency, and also what I am opening up my own energy to channel for you today. So if you have any questions, either now while you're watching the live or later, if you watch this replay, please let me know. I would love to be of service, as I am a guardian of these realms in human form, and I deeply, deeply respect these interdimensional planetary beings that have wisdom for us that is often unseen. First, I want to share what is not a fairy or a Fae frequency. For me, the Fae, or the frequency of the Fae, they are not angels or demons or elementals. They are ancient beings who were here on the planet when the planet was very barren and dull from life. The Fae were here in the pre-stages of planet Earth, or Gaia, and they will be here when humans have left the planet, when perhaps animal beings and most life as we know it, that we can scientifically, tangibly touch or see with a common eye, the Fae will be here beyond that time. They are of an etheric nature. The Fae are go-betweens, mediums of nature and human life. They are our ancient Gaiac ancestors. And for you, if you struggle ever connecting to your ancestors or ancestral lineage, this is our delightful invitation for you to begin your co-creative and co-connective relationship with the Fae now. The Fae like to be recognized as beings of light and beings of wisdom of the heart. They exist for many multiple and multi-layered reasons, cloaked in fairy tales, cloaked in our origin stories of the planet cross-culturally, cloaked in symbology in cultures not only in Europe, but also beyond. That's for another story, for another time. If there is a part of you that has an entry point in connecting to the Fae, such as a story you read as a child or an adult, or the image of twinkling light, or of just shining light on glorious green pastures, whatever allows your energy body to open up to the magic of these realms, that is your organic entry point. And that is what we, me as a guardian of the Fae and the council of the Fae, I am tuning in now, would like you to connect through whatever is most organically available and natural for you. And we will also be sharing some ways in which you can connect to the Fae creatively, as this is a creative relationship. The Fae are resilient, interdimensional beings. And when we awaken our spiritual energies here on the journey of becoming our most abundant and evolved selves, we have the availability to awaken to these spiritual energies. And the Fae is deeply accessible for you to begin your mediumship journey into connecting to the different layers of Gaia and her wisdom. The Fae are playful ancestors who have a bad rap as being mischievous and tricksters, or always wanting something in return. Though the true Fae, the Fae that I am transmitting, they want nothing in return. And at the same time, they would love to receive your acknowledgement, your kindness, your heart, and ultimately the vibration of unconditional love. And by just saying unconditional love around the realms of the Fae, they will hook into you if you wish. Invite them to be with you, to play with you, to have a divine human experience, embodied as a channel or medium between the realms and between the realms of this type of Fae frequency consciousness that is desiring to be connected to more than ever on the planet at this time. So if you are tuning in to the Fae frequency, if you are tuning into this transmission today, you, my friend, are here for a reason. And that reason may not reveal itself to you as quickly as your logical or rational mind may want it to be. Part of the secrecy, if you will, of the Fae, that's not really secrecy, is that it requires immense patience to connect to these beings. Patience that allows you to develop your spiritual gifts because of the invitation to listen, to listen in and to not only hear with the entirety of your ears, but also to open up all your clairvoyant, your clairsentient, your clairs, so you can commune with these wisdom keepers that have wisdom for you in terms of manifestation and your highest path of wisdom. So connect with patience and essentially connect with no agenda. Come to the Fae frequency with an open heart and an open mind. It's liberating to take the human skepticism and put it away just for the time we spend in these Fae frequency. And you have the choice to put on your human skepticism cloak, or perhaps just keep it in the closet for a longer time. The Fae like to keep things light and keep you open to things on the periphery of your vision. So practicing tuning in to your peripherals when you are exercising or practicing yoga or simply just walking, tuning into the sides, the different parts of your eyes, opening up to see. Of course, you can see the Fae and connect with the Fae with your eyes closed. However, there is extra potency in having a revelatory vision with your eyes wide open with the Fae. Some never have this vision, and some always have this vision. So again, this is an invitation not to compare yourself to any other person, but to just play. The Fae allows us to heal the rift between our connection and partnership with nature, natura. And the Fae help you attune your heart so you can trust yourself fully. And the Fae know, as they're revealing to me, it is especially necessary and adamant that you do trust yourself in whatever you are pursuing in your manifestation journey. By cultivating these deep clairvoyance or mediumship skills with the Fae, you are nourishing your nervous system and neural pathways so you can make quick decisions that are rooted in a foundation of deep self-trust. Self-trust requires you to go outside of your comfort, to perhaps do things that your family or peers or loved ones would look the other way and wonder what the hey. So by connecting with the Fae, you are allowing yourself full permission to be who you are, and especially to be who you are in the realm of enchantment. As every high metaphysician knows, it is the enchantment and it is the magic of trusting the in-between that allows the manifestations to ripen and for you to see them physically, materially show up in your life. So the Fae frequency is an extraordinary frequency for you to tap into, for you to know and for you to play and for you to establish your spiritual gifts so you can manifest with a level of self-assurance that isn't quite possible unless you are fully turned on in all your chakras. The magic is in this. You, my friend, create how you respond to your reality. And the Fae frequency is always responding. However, it's your choice how to respond to them and how to connect to them. If your Fae energy is a large frequency that takes up the whole forest, perhaps your Fae energy that you connect with is a Fae guardian. Connect to that energy. There are no limits to how, why, when, what the Fae show up as. They are not strictly nature spirits such as a rock or a tree or a water. However, they participate with those nature spirits, often shape-shifting. They are known to be mischievous and full of tricks simply because they know how to form their own forms to fit whatever situation they desire to fit and however they like to show up for you to witness and connect with them. If you particularly connect to the realm of dragons or unicorns, you are alongside this energy of the Fae. So now I'm going to ask the Oracle of how can we connect with Fae energy for manifestation. We connect to Fae manifestation by lifting the lid off the pot. So if you can imagine that your crown chakra has a lid on it, you're essentially lifting it off and allowing the Fae frequency to move through this crown chakra. There are secret codes and secret keys to unlocking the Fae energy in each individual person. So the example I just gave was something specifically for me to unlock the Fae, and it may resonate with you. However, you may have different ways in which you creatively unlock the Fae energy in your body. Perhaps it's by touching or rubbing behind your ears. Perhaps it's by your toes sinking into the dirt. Whatever it is, we would like you to connect to your body as you connect to the Fae frequency. As there's something beautiful about the relationship between the Fae and human energy, that the Fae like to connect through the human body, and the human body loves to connect with the etheric realms and the ethereal body of the Fae. It's a co-participatory experience. And we want you to remember to specifically connect to your heart energy and to allow yourself to feel love in your body and your heart when you decide to connect to the Fae. Of course, it is true the Fae love offerings, and they like to show themselves to you by sharing gifts and manifestations of small objects and gifts. That's just their way of communicating as well. However, their communication is much more nonlinear than that. And when you are specifically in creativity mode, when you are capturing them with your phone or video, or writing a poem, or simply humming or whistling, or just enjoying the solar energy on your skin, the Fae specifically do adore the sun. When you connect through your creative channel, you stoke the flames of your desires, and your manifestation can easily move through you, especially with the lightness of body frequency, meaning that you are in an expansive state of revelry. And by being enchanted and becoming a walking enchantment for the world and as your higher octave self, as you enchant, they enchant. As you become magic, they become magic with you and through you. The whole world will respond. People enjoy connecting to magic. The twinkle in Santa Claus's eye is just an example of the Fae coming through. The beauty in children's smiles and infants' glow, that is the Fae as well. Freshly connected with the portal and the waters of the womb, small children know magic to be so true. They were just miraculously manifested. May you remember that too, that you were miraculously manifested and you decided to be here on the earth at this time. The Fae have helped you in your life in some way or another. Their ancient guardianship of magic and manifestation are available for you now to enjoy. And as you enjoy and as you feel good in your body, you notice how easy it is to have appreciation for the things in your life. And as the saying goes, as you appreciate the Fae, the appreciation grows. Gratitude is a place of divine neutrality. And the Fae wants you to be reminded that a beautiful pebble skip in a creek is simply a way to bring yourself into that mysterious delight of how something desired, such as the rock to skip other rocks, manifest. And if it doesn't manifest in the way that you want, or the way that you think will happen on some sort of forced timeline, a timeline that you are grasping on, that you are attached to, the Fae remind you to just have fun. And that anytime you skip a rock and you don't actually skip it, it just goes straight into the water. That is just an invitation for you to practice patience and keep aiming. They are here for your highest evolution. So now I'd like to connect to the next question, which is, how can the Fae help you lift your vibration? And this will be the final question, unless there is someone who would like to ask a question or receive any healing. How can the Fae help you lift your vibration? They help you lift your vibration not only with playing and enjoyment and practicing patience, but what is key is having this cultivated state of innocence. And this innocence comes with a code of curiosity. The abundance code of the Fae is eternal curiosity. You can have confidence in your manifestations down to the number and the date that you want. However, there is a balance between having confidence while also maintaining an open energy of curiosity and wonder of how this manifestation will occur. When you don't want it, you get it. And by connecting to the realm of the Fae, you're able to nurture your energy body and nurture your spiritual intelligence as you expand your nervous system to receive more of your manifestations. Thumbelina could be stored away in a thimble. However, in other versions of this tale, Thumbelina was much larger and much recognized for her power to bring joy, her power to be in integrity with the spirituality of earth and nature, cyclical mastery, understanding change is a key to soul mastery. And she knew it. And she was much larger and had a much larger thimble than the fairy tale that we know. So begin to imagine your container as a sort of thimble. And as you expand your having this level of enchantment and magic in your life, you expand to the receptivity of manifestation and all good things coming your way. You don't trade abundance for one thing in order to get another thing. You don't rush the process or feel overwhelmed or burnt out at whatever goal you are pursuing, whatever manifestation dream you deeply desire. You are just receiving and receiving your full spiritual intelligence embodied in the flesh suit of being human. So be more like the Fae. Be more in states of play and states of ease and states of pleasure and delight, states of profundity. Not just magic, but divine profundity. The Fae wants you to remember that not only magic is afoot, but legendary, timeless synchronicities and manifestations you could only dream of are available for you. Prime your subconscious mind to allow these things to happen in your field. Connect to fairy tales, but also connect to the nuances of any fear-based programmings within them. The outdated duality of the Fae will steal your baby, or the Fae will need a sacrifice in order for them to be open to working and moving and grooving with you. There is no fear-based dogma or energy or tyranny from the Fae, my dear. No, no, no. The Fae is the frequency of love. They are directly related and connected to Gaia. And so their guardianship inherently is deeply in the feminine energy on the planet. So it has been my pleasure to offer this transmission today as a delightful Venetian Friday or Freya's Day, and to welcome the Fae into your life. The Fae frequency, any fairies or any nature connection. Just open your ears, be curious. You never know what will occur. And if this working with the manifestation through and connected to the Fae frequency and the fairy realms interests you, my next group program, Quantum Abundance, will be beginning July 23rd, which is a 5-week fusion of mastermind, group program, channeled, extraordinaire, abundant experience in so many levels so that you can connect to your intuitive powers, let go of energetic debris such as doubt, fear, anxiety, and overwhelm so you can tap into these quantum fields and channel like I just channeled today. Manifestation is possible with an open mind and an open heart. And your resilience as a sovereign being is dependent on your spiritual resilience. That is the foundation. So if you're interested in quantum abundance, please DM me or join my exclusive Facebook group, Wealth Priestess Society. Some of you may be watching this video through it now, and I'll be sharing more tips of how to work with interdimensional beings, including the Fae, and of course, goddesses and other masters of these planes as well. I hope you have a blessed day.